Hello, everyone. Thanks for your patience. I apologize for our technical issues. This is Panian. I'm the main coordinator of the broadcasting for UNESCO Body and Mind Wellness Club. Today, we're celebrating this very special day together, cultural diversity, and we're gonna have speakers, Sahaj Yoga Meditation. We're gonna have musicians from around the world. We're going to celebrate this day together. So let's start with Sahaj Yoga Meditation with our dear Varshini. Please welcome her.
Hello, everyone. I'm Varshini. I've been practicing Sage Yoga my entire life, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about what it is. The founder of Sage Yoga is Shrimataji Nirmala Devi. For the majority of her life, she worked to spread Sage Yoga meditation around the world, from China to India, Europe to the Americas. You get the gist. Sage Yoga Meditation is set up under UNESCO as the Body and Mind Wellness Club to promote the human body and spiritual well-being. This diverse worldwide community meditates and provides free meditation classes with strong belief that human inner peace can change the world around us. During meditation, we evoke 7 chakras in our spiritual subtle system through the power of desire, which leads to inner sustainability, the root of sustainable behavior itself. So I'd like to urge everyone to find a comfortable, quiet spot to meditate so we can begin the session. I hope you guys are all comfortable. I know for sure that I am. This process is called self-realization, where we pray to the mother energy that is within us, known as the Kundalini, to evoke our chakras. So let's start with a simple exercise that helps us be in balance. This is called taking a bandhan, and basically we're through the use of our hands and our power of desire, we're trying to evoke in our chakras and create a protective barrier around us so the world around us doesn't disturb our inner peace. So, how to do this little exercise is we keep our left hand at the bottom of our spine in front of us, and we slowly rotate our right hand around the left hand as we rise it above our head. So we're gonna do this like 7 times, and I'll lead you guys along. So this process is called raising the Kundalini. So with our left hand at the bottom of our spine, we're going to start by rotating our right hand around our arm 7 times. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when we get at the top of our head, we're going to make 1 knot. This practice symbolizes the 3 different sides of our subtle system. So we have the left, the right, and the central. Each time we do this, we're trying to create a protective layer on each of the sides. So we're going to do this one more time, 7 times, but this time we're going to make 2 knots, 1 and 2. We're going to do this one last time. We're going to make 3 knots now at the top of our head. We're going to bring both our arms and palms on our lap. And the second part of this exercise is called giving bandhan. So basically, this is the part where we create the protective barrier around us. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it towards the left side, and we're going to go above our head, back to the right, and back. We're going to do this 7 times. You might notice that 7 is a repeating number, and that is because we have 7 chakras in our subtle system within us. Three, 4, I hope you guys feel peaceful already. So let's begin with our little meditation introduction. Let's put both our hands on our lap and close our eyes. For now, let's just observe our thoughts. Let's bring our attention within ourselves and introspect. During the self-realization process, we're going to try to evoke this mother energy that's within us, this power of desire. Let's start by putting our right hand on our heart. Let's ask this mother energy. Oh, mother energy, am I the pure spirit? Mother energy, am I the pure spirit? Let's ask this with complete confidence. Oh, mother energy, am I the pure spirit? Let's bring our hand like right below our chest on the top part of our abdomen towards the left side. Here we're going to ask another question. Oh, mother energy, am I my own master? Mother energy, am I my own master? Mother energy, am I my own master? As we ask these questions, let's try not to think about anything else. Let's put our complete attention to where our hand is and ask these questions as we introspect. Mother energy, am I my own master? Let's bring our hand down to the bottom part of our abdomen, also on the left side. Here we're going to ask our mother energy. Dear mother energy, please give me my pure knowledge. Please give me my pure knowledge. Please give me the pure desire to be connected to you. These give me the pure desire and the pure knowledge. Let's bring our hand up back to where we had it before. The top part of our abdomen on our left side. Here with complete confidence, let's say, Mother Energy, by your grace, I am my own master. With complete confidence, let's repeat, Mother Energy, by your grace, I am my own master. I am my own master. As we say these, let's put our attention at the top of our head and at where our hand is simultaneously. And with complete confidence, once again, let's say, Mother, I am my own master. Let's put our hand up back to where our heart. Again, with complete confidence, Mother Energy, I am the pure spirit. By your grace, I am the pure spirit. By your grace, I am the pure spirit. Let's put our hand on the left side of our neck to like where our shoulder and our neck connect. Let's turn our head a little to the right side and close our eyes and say, Mother Energy, by your grace, I'm not guilty at all. I'm not guilty of anything. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Let's put our hand on our forehead and let's press a little firmly. Mother Energy, by your grace, I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone around me. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone around me. All my brothers, all my sisters. By your grace, I forgive everyone around me and everything around me. As we say this, let's not think about anything else or anything at all. But with complete confidence, let's repeat one more time. Oh, Mother Energy, by your grace, I forgive everything. Put our hand at the back of our head, right above our neck. Tilt our head up a little and close your eyes. Here, let's ask for forgiveness. Oh, Mother Energy, please forgive me. Please forgive me for any mistakes I've made against others, myself, and my spirit. Please forgive me for any mistakes that I've made. I let go of all the guilt and all the grudges that I hold. Please forgive me for any mistakes that I've made. Put our hand at the top of our head now. And this is the final step of the self-realization process, but also the most important. Here, we have to ask the Mother Energy for our self-realization. Without asking, our desire has no power to act. Oh, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. Please awaken within me. Please allow me to feel your presence. Please give me my self-realization. As we say these, let's press down a little on the top of our head and rotate our palm in a clockwise motion for 7 times. Slowly. Let's press down a little. Say, oh, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. We must ask this with our full desire. Oh, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. Let's move our hands back to our lap. And with our attention continued at the top of our head, let's try to feel for anything on our hands, any tingling sensations, any cool breeze, hot breeze, any sensations at all. To put our attention on our head, let go of our thoughts, and observe what's happening within us on our palms and on the top of our heads. Let's slowly open our eyes. I hope you guys were able to feel the energy within you. And let's conclude this meditation with the same exercise that we did at the beginning. So we'll do this one more time to create a barrier around us so we can preserve this peace throughout our day. So once again, as you raise our left hand, we're going to rotate our right hand 7 times. Make 1 knot. Once again. 2 knots. Once again. 3 knots. We're going to take our put bandhan around ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you everyone for joining this meditation session, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'd like to pass it on back to Parnian.
Thank you, dear Varshini. Wow, so peaceful. That was very awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you're all feeling the peace in you, because when we have the peace in ourselves, we can bring the peace to the world together. So thanks again. Let's have our other performance here. We have 2 talented, beautiful musicians from Iran, Sonia Haqiqian and Kimia Mirnia. Let's welcome them. We have Sonia here. She plays violin. Hi, Sonia.
Hello everyone. Hello Parnian.
Hi.
Hello everyone. I'm Sonia Haqiqian and I'm play the violin. And I'm going to tell a little biography about ourselves and our performance. Unfortunately, my friend Kimia Mirnia is sick today, so I'm gonna tell you about a performance that you are going to see. We have prepared a little performance for you and a little duet with piano and violin, and we are going to play once upon a December from the Anastasia animation. And we hope that we could send a message of peace with the same language all around the world, which is music. Hope you enjoy it.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Your Panyan. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.
That was very awesome. Thank you, you beautiful, talented girls from Iran. Thank you so
you.
much.
Turn off my camera.
Okay. So I hope you enjoyed. I myself enjoyed a lot. Next, we have Bafe. Dear Bafe, are you there? Hello? Bafe?
Hello, Panyan. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes. Yes. Can we have your
You
video?
can hear me, right?
Yes. Bafe is going to have a presentation on cultural
Yeah, I've
diversity
just
and the importance in broadcasting, benefits,
okay.
and
I'm working on it right
challenges,
now.
and its strategies. Mic is yours, Bafa.
So first of all, thank you very much, Panyan, for giving me this opportunity to express my thoughts and ideas as well. So I'm just going to speak out loud on matters concerning cultural diversity and broadcasting. And I'll begin by just reading through whatever I recorded prior to the presentation, so as to ensure that I give at least a detailed information to everyone watching this. So number one, I'll talk about the title itself. I'm going to talk about the definition of terms. So when we talk about cultural diversity, we're actually trying to say that cultural diversity in broadcasting refers to the inclusion and representation of various cultural, ethnic, and social groups within the media content and broadcasting industries. In short, this is just simply accepting and respecting people's differences, regardless of their geographical occupation, regardless of their race, regardless of their traditional or cultural beliefs, and so many other aspects that we can be able to get as far as the human interaction is concerned. So I'll also proceed by saying that In order to communicate effectively, you need to understand your audience and deliver your message in a way that will make the most sense to your audience. For example, in Kenya, where I come from, Swahili is the national language as inscribed in the constitution, and since it's understood by the majority of the tribes within our bounds, it's the language that I'm pretty sure if used, most of the people living within the bounds of this particular country are going to get whatever you're trying to address. So that's how important it is to use a common language, or rather a language that is used by a majority of a certain group of people living in a given geographical occupation. So to ensure that this is even achieved with ease, there are four things that I think should be put into practice whenever one wants to address a given population to ensure that his message hits home. So among the four key points that I was able to note were: number one, you also need to keep you need to use a clear and simple language whenever you are trying to address somebody. This is the and by using a clear and simple language, I'll say that you need to avoid the use of jargons and slangs or colloquial expressions whenever you're trying to talk to different people. So the reason as to I'm saying you're supposed to use jargons is because not everybody, you need to consider that not everybody that you're addressing has been able to acquire quality education in the kind of language that you're trying to use. For example, when I'm speaking to Kenyans back in Africa, I'll for my message to be able to reach a large, or rather a bigger population, and my message, so that my message can be clearly understood, I love to use the Swahili language, which is the most used language in East and Central Africa, because you get to realize that in my country we've got 47 tribes, and out of the 47 tribes, you'll get to realize that the language that is mostly spoken uh, with a lot of understanding in the 40 among is the 47 tribes in this particular country is the Swahili language, because when we decide to use the vernacular, or rather the local languages of every tribe, we are likely to face what we call language barrier. So I might be speaking Swahili, I might be speaking Luya, that is among the tribes in this particular country, and my friend might be speaking another language, for example, the Luo language. So we might not be able to get each other since we are using different languages, and since our pronunciation, or rather the kind the kind of pronunciation of various words in these particular languages might differ from one language to another, meaning there won't be a successful communication between the two of us. So we will be forced to use an easier, or rather the most used language, that is Swahili, so as to ensure that we get a successful communication, so that I communicate whatever I have in mind, and I also get feedback at the same time. So number two, you always need to remember that you to use the body language, since different cultures have different non-verbal communications. Let me just give an example. You can consider personal space and touching habits of different cultures, and consider how appropriate and shaking, embraces, or direct eye contact is. So you might visit a place, you get to see new people, but the way you communicate with them using the non-verbal cues will really determine how or the kind of feedback you're going to get this particular individual. For example, in the US, people might say hi, or they might embrace, or hug each other, but when I get down to the village, or where I come from, I don't necessarily need to hug my friend or somebody that I meet anywhere that I'll be. But the thing that I know that I love to do to ensure that at least somebody understands that I'm trying to give an expression of greeting to him or her, I'll simply shake his hand. Just the normal way, the formal way the people do while in office. So apart from that, I'll also ensure that I also just want to pass across this information to ensure that there is successful communication between you and the other party. You need to ensure that you understand perfectly well, or paraphrase or repeat what you hear, as it will minimize misunderstandings and always be willing to explain in detail to those who also don't get your point. So what I'm trying to say is that whenever you're trying to address a certain issue and the party you're talking to hasn't been able to clearly discern or rather interpret whatever you've been speaking, you can simply be able to break it down for him or her into simpler terms. Let me just call it the layman's language, so that the other party can be able to clearly understand whatever you're trying to address to him or her. For example, I might call instead of saying the word coach, I might just say something like bus. You see, so instead of saying that I went to the stage to catch to catch a coach, I'll simply say that I went to the stage to get the bus. So that is how he or she is going to clearly understand whatever I'm trying to say. Then number four, I just want to say that you also need to be open and inclusive of other cultures by getting to know colleagues from different cultural backgrounds, as this will help building relationships. A good example is now we are from different countries, but I'm pretty sure that most of us, if not all of us, are able to clearly understand whatever I'm addressing, because I am from Africa. You, maybe you are from India, or somebody else is from China, the other one from Australia. So the only language that can be able to ensure that most of there's some sort of understanding among the four of us is English language, because that is the only language that you're taught in school. And since it's a language that is used globally, or rather across the globe, I think that might be the most appropriate language for us to use to ensure that there is a successful communication. Then I'm also going to talk why cultural diversity matters. I'm simply going to talk about the importance of cultural diversity. So in brief, so number one, I will say that cultural diversity enhances creativity and innovation by bringing multiple perspectives. So an example of this is that we might be coming from different geographical areas in this particular world, and so we are able to ensure that we are able to come up with different ideas. The other side have been taught different ways of handling different situations. So my way of handling situations might work for me just the same way yours is working for you. But for you to be able to get a new way or a new idea or a new strategy of handling life issues, I might be able to teach you, or I might be able to come up with a creative idea so that I share it to you, and you can also do the same to me. That is how it enhances our creativity and innovation. Then apart from that, it also reflects the true makeup of the society. We all understand that we are not the same. In as much as we're human beings, we differ to some point. We have got different belief systems. We've got different means of we've got different approaches to problem solving, depending with the way we are raised, the way we are born, and depending with the kind of environment we were brought up. So due to these differences in grooming as the days unfold since we were born, I think it might be a good idea if we get to come together and share the kind of experiences we'll be going through, so that we can be able to appreciate each and everyone's culture or other belief systems, and therefore live in unity and harmony. Then I also say that another importance of cultural diversity is that it promotes understanding and reduces stereotypes. So, what do we mean by reducing the stereotypes? First of all, I'm going to give a definition of the word stereotype. So, stereotypes are actually uh, s- ideas, or let me just say that these are unwritten laws or unwritten belief systems that are being uh, used by different societies across the globe. For example, back in Africa, we are aware that there are some we've got some gender roles. We've got some work that are usually done by by the women best, and there are some works that are being done by the men best. But to some other continents out there, I think when you bring it to a level playing field, they don't really take gender roles that serious. So you get what a man does and what a woman does are more or less the same, because they've got their own cultural beliefs that they are tied to. Yet on our side, we have got a very different approach, very different approach when it comes to gender roles. You get, so we'll get to listen to them so that they tell us why they thought that their gender roles are better than ours, or maybe ours are better than theirs. Then we get to have the same reasoning. You get, on a common playing field. So apart from that, I'm also going to say that another importance of cultural diversity is that it provides role models for diverse audiences. So let me just give a brief example of this. So you might be able to get, for example, in Africa, we've got various tribes. You've got the Maasai, we've got the Kikuyu. Those are some of the tribes in Kenya. So the Maasai are maybe are well known for the long distance events, the sporting activities, the long distance sporting activities, the marathon. You get, so you might be able to have someone to look up to when it comes to matters concerning sports, because this particular society or this particular group of people are based at this particular activity. So you get to identify your role model from that particular community because they are good at a certain activity. You get, so that's where you're going to that's where you're going to look up to, so that you can be able to uh, build your craft depending with the kind of thing that you're chasing in life. So I'm also going to talk about the advantages of cultural diversity in broadcasting. So talking about the benefits, I'll say that it enhances a broader reach of the audience. By saying it enhances a broader reach, I mean that it attracts the viewers from various cultural backgrounds. Apart from that, it also increases engagement. So viewers are more likely to engage with content that reflects their own experiences, or rather content that reflect their own experiences, or what they actually want to experience in the near future. Then it also enhances storytelling. And by saying it enhances storytelling, I'll say that the diverse perspective leads to a richer and more varied storytelling. But for example, now that you and me are from different geographical backgrounds, you might be able to come up with you might be able to give me more information of what you usually do back at home, and I, at the same time, I'm also able to give more information of what I usually do back at home. So you've got the do's and don'ts of the society depending with where you come from. You get, so by sharing these kinds of stories, it enhances a very uh, nice storytelling session. Then apart from that, I'm also saying that it also has economic benefits. So cultural diversity as a topic has economic benefits to different nations out here. And I'm just going to give you an example. So tapping into diverse markets can lead to increased revenue and market growth. A good example is in Africa. In as much as all of us are Africans, we've got different trading blocks that ensure that different nations, or rather different countries in this particular continent, are able to achieve their desired economic goals. A good example of the trading blocks that have been formed in this particular continent are COMESA, that is the common market for East and Central and Southern Africa. So we've got different countries have decided to come together to be able to chase a common economic goal in this particular continent. That is COMESA. Then also we've got ECOWAS. ECOWAS is the trading bloc for the most West African countries. That is Economic Community of West African States. We've got Nigeria, we've got Chad, we've got Liberia, we've got Angola, we've got so many countries, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea,
Wow,
Guinea-Bissau,
thank you.
and so many more.
Thank you so much, Bafe. So many
Yeah.
great information about Africa. Thanks for your participation.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time, so I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
you're
move
running out of
on.
time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move on to our next presentation, but I really enjoyed your presentation, learned
Okay.
a lot about cultural diversity and broadcasting.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much.
Okay. No problem. I was almost coming to an end, but let me just allow you to
Yeah, sure, very quickly.
continue to
Mm-hmm.
proceed. Yeah, yeah, just proceed. Just proceed. Let me just allow you to proceed. I don't want to get into much of your time. I think
Yeah,
we can reschedule. We can reschedule for the next session.
yeah, we can do it. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. You
Thanks for
enjoy.
coming,
Have,
celebrating
have,
this very beautiful
Okay.
day, giving us information about different diverse cultures around the world, especially beautiful
Okay.
continent of
Okay.
Africa. Thank you so much. Okay,
You're welcome. You're welcome, Panyan. You're welcome, Panyan. Okay.
thanks for joining us. Great. Next, we have Dr. Yasmeen Humeda. She's a pharmacist, and she's going to take us on a journey around the world to explore the rich traditions of medicine, uncovering the wisdom behind ancient practices and their modern-day relevance. Please welcome Yasmeen.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm so happy to be here today to celebrate dialogue and diversity. And in line with UNESCO and UNESCO BMW goals, I want to talk about traditional medicines from around the world, honoring the cultural and traditional benefits of these medical practices that shape the foundation of our modern medicine. So first of all, I'm just gonna give like a brief intro in traditional medicine. Traditional medicine actually includes all the knowledge, skills, and practices from different cultures that's used over time to treat a physical and mental illnesses. And that includes ancient and modern methods like Ayurvedic, Chinese, and also herbal mixtures. So can you please share the screen, Parnia, for the presentation? Yeah, so first of all, for many people around the world, traditional medicine is the first port of call to treat many diseases as said by Dr. Tedros Adhanom. And yeah, so first of all, I'm going to be talking about baobab, which is also known as the tree of life, and it's native to Sudan, particularly West Sudan. And the fruit pulp is the part that's usually consumed, where it's either soaked in water or powdered and soaked in water or and added sugar. It has a lot of, or it's very rich in vitamin C content, and it's 4 times more than what's found in oranges. That's evidenced by research. In addition, it has anti-hyperlipidemic effect, which means that it helps lower cholesterol levels in the blood. Next slide. The next one I'm going to be talking about is turmeric, which is also known as the golden spice. And it's basically a staple in Asian and Middle Eastern cuisines. And it has a lot of significance in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine because of its medicinal properties. It contains curcumin, which is a powerful antioxidant. It was also found that it has anti-mutagenic, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-inflammatory properties as well. And that's backed by research as well. And finally, I want to talk about lavender, which is also known as the calming herb. And actually, it has been used, the word lavender actually comes from the word lavar, which means to wash. And it has been used in ancient Egypt in the mummification process, as well as it has been used in ancient Persia, in Rome, in Greece, in baths, because they believe that it helps cleanse the mind and body. So, it has been also evidenced by research that it alleviates anxiety and improves sleep quality. So yeah, that's it for so finally I just want to say that I think we can all agree on the benefits of these herbs regardless of where we come from. So it's important for us to preserve these cultural treasures and make sure we pass them to our future generations because it's important to preserve this knowledge. So thank you so much, and I hope we live in a world where diversity is always embraced and celebrated.
Thank you so much, Yasmeen. Thank you so much for this very useful, helpful, great presentation about these traditions, cultural diversity. We appreciate. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Parnia, and thank you for having me again.
Yes, thank you. So next, I would like to introduce Barnoor. Barnoor, she's been here with us for some years, and she's very talented. She's a volunteer, And today she's going to perform. She's going to sing for us. Barnoor, are you here?
Hi everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with all today. I'm so sorry for my video, but I am so happy for being here today, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this Cultural Diversity Day. And I have prepared a video for you all that you would I hope you would like, and it represents a part of my culture, Indian Punjabi culture that I come from, and it's represents very connected to our land and traditions, and I hope you all enjoy it. Thank you, Parnyan, for such a beautiful introduction.
This is Barnoor Kaur. Hi everyone, this is Barnoor Kaur and I am here to represent Indian Punjabi culture. And the next song that I'm going to sing about it is very connected to that. And I really believe that even though we live in different parts of the world, we are very connected to our land, our people, and our culture. And this song represents a part of it. I hope you like it. जे थुकदे रावी लंघ जावे हयाती पंजाबी बन जावे मैं बेड़िया हजार तोड़ना मैं पानी विचों सा निचोड़ना जे थुकदे रावी लंघ जावे हो एक ऐसी मजबूरी हो गई कि सजना तू दूरी हो गई वे बिलिया दे नाल वगदी ए जिंद कदों पूरी हो गई बेगाने दी राह छोड़ के मैं अपनी मुहार मोड़ना जे थुक दे रावी रंग जावे.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Barnoor, for reflecting this beautiful tradition with us from India. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoyed. Okay. So next, I would like to introduce Jevaun. He's writing a comic book. He's comic book artist, mixed media artist, and he's currently working on a short comic book that delves into individuals' recovery from trauma. Please welcome Jevaun.
Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Jevaun Dean. Thank you for the introduction, Panyan. And I really appreciated hearing everyone else share. It's been great so far, and I appreciate being here. So I'll just dive into it. I have a little presentation about the process and where I am right now. And I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about it and what it's about. So in general, the story is about an individual, a man, who is taken in by a family, and the family is taking care of him for the time being as he figures out what to do next. He's going through a episodic memory phase where he can only remember how the world works, but he doesn't remember who he is or his family. And so I delve into the a section of the story where he is recovering from a traumatic event that he experienced before he got to the house where he is with the family. And I want to preface that the story is very sensitive. It's very triggering. it's a part of a much bigger story that has a lot of violence and a lot of mental thought process and a lot of like just exploration in those things. And I want to be able to express something like that and still take away a message of how can you find self-discovery through difficult emotions, sadness, apathy, loss of memory, those kind of things that just are anger, just a lot of different things. But so here I have a picture of a comic casting call that I did last summer, which is just putting out like, that I was looking for people to help me do the reference section of the comic. I wanted to gather all that up to make it a lot more efficient to just like work on the characters and make the comic itself. So I did that and I got some good group of people. They're close friends of mine, and we were able to do it within the summer, and it's useful footage. I don't have any pictures of it now because I didn't get their permission ahead of time, but I'll tell you, it's great. I really appreciate it as an artist. Let me see if I can. Oh, I see. I can't switch it from there. So, 1 second. Okay, so this is thumbnails of the comic itself. This was the earliest thumbnails. They're very sketchy and they're only from my understanding and for the people I was working with. So you just get an idea of just like how my thought process is in terms of like what is important, what I want to get across in the image. And then there's this other page here. And then there's this last page here. So it's a very short comic, but I think it's probably the longest I've ever done, definitely the longest. But I think it's short because of just how massive even this individual person's story is. That makes it so like short in my opinion. So here I have like a layout of how I want it to look. I have a special paper that I'm planning to use, and I want to do it all traditionally first and then add digital alterations later on. And hopefully publish it like as a full book and digital versions as well if possible. So this is just, layout of how things will look. Nothing fancy. And then this is me testing out with shading and what kind of shading effect I want to give off. I wanted to have an importance of contrast so that it feels like the white of the story or the light of the story is very specific and it's very meticulously placed. So a lot of it's going to be within a dark setting, so not much white. And whenever there is white, it's important. And I've been trying to test that out and seeing what works and what doesn't. And here's some other examples. And this last one here on the right side is kind of the closest, I think, to what I want it to feel like, just like a fuzzy feeling. But also coupling that with like the background is the hardest part, one of the hardest parts. Here's some character design sheets that I have. The person on the left is the main character, Storage. He is for the main premise of the story, it follows 8 characters who embody 8 different types of loves in Greek understanding or Greek types of love. And he is Storage, who embodies familial love. And I'm trying to still work out what it means for him to be to embody familial love or what that will go towards. And yeah, still working on that. And then these 2 characters on the right are the families, like 2 kids, with Belia on the left and then Lucid on the right. Just getting an idea of their personality and what I want them to kind of look like. I like to think about these characters as like rediscovery rather than like creating them. Because sometimes I just like I'm putting it together and it just doesn't feel right or feels like, wait, maybe I should add this or that or switch this around or something like that. It just feels more of like I'm trying to uncover a history of something that's happened in the past rather than like fabricating it right here and now. Um, and then to end it off, this is where I am right now. I'm working on the mother. So this is just me like sketching things out and the idea of that. And I want to do a front and a back and portraits. Um, and I think the idea of doing character design sheets is just to have references, further references, so that I can look back while I'm working on the comics. So I'm doing a lot of like beforehand stuff, kind of like to sharpen the axe before you chop the wood or whatever kind of stuff, to make it a lot easier on myself. But yeah, thank you for listening. And this is my Instagram here, and I hope to announce it on there. Um, Announce my YouTube on there soon, where I want to start posting process videos of the work as I go along, because I'm invested in the process, and I think that's one of the most important parts about making a comic, just making sure that that comes across, and also that people can get a sense of like inner contemplation or just self-discovery, thinking about it, rather than like, passing it on, or just finding a way to make it stick in a way, and really get express how I expect to express it or want to express it, and leave it in to the viewer's hand. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Jevaun. Thank you. Very talented. I can't wait to see the comic book.
Sweet.
Can't wait. Yeah. Thank you so much for being a part of today's celebration. We're waiting for it. Thank you. Okay. Next, I would like to take you briefly, come walk with me through some sustainable goals. We have a presentation by Anvitha. He's a master's graduate of water engineering. He's not here, unfortunately, but I'm gonna walk through his presentation briefly. So come join. Let's take a look at sustainable goals. Okay. Okay. So we're having cultural diversity, dialogue, and development. We're going to talk about cultural diversity for sustainable development goals, clean water and sanitation, also climate action. These are the things that MNT is currently working on. So it was adopted by all nations, all the United Nations members, and it aims to ensure the availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. And because having access to clean water is a fundamental human right. And it calls for urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts, emphasizes strengthening resilience and adaptive capacity to climate-related hazards and natural disasters in all countries. Climate change poses one of the greatest threats to sustainable development globally. These are the things we can do for water, and for climate action, we can think about renewable energy. It's a very, very bold topic being that people are thinking about right now. Carbon, climate resilience in education and awareness. Thank you, MNT, for this presentation. We hope to see you next time in person for your very useful information. He has a lot to talk about sustainable development and ecosystem climate change. Okay, and for our last but not least performance, we have a very very talented artist, Kirili. So Kirili is a true folk musician of the 2020s. He's making music for people. Also, he's having it live. He's performing live, and he's having beats, rhythms, and he's performed in 21 countries and 3 continents. And we're so honored to have you today. Let's have his presentation. I hope you enjoy.
Hi, this is Kiureli. I'm really glad to have the opportunity to perform for UNESCO Body Mind Wellness. And I've just released last week a new track, a new song. And well, you can read the title in here. So it's called Bang Bang. So obviously the song is about shooting, but it's not about harming anyone. It's not about going to war, or it kind of is about going to war, you know, to the artist's war, to the performance war, which is about like shooting bullets of love and bringing love to the people. So yeah, that's what music is all about, and that's what this song is all about. So you know, I have a little bit of gear here, instruments, guitar, accordion, electronics, and I will do the music live here in front of your eyes. Ostin netistä lemmen pistoolin, suurien tunteiden tussarin, melkein Iron Smith & Wessonin, siihen kaikki fyrkat hassasin, ketä tähtää sua vissiin, teit musta rakkauden sissiin, postin myyntipistooli kasasin, rintaan ampuu sydänteen hashashin. Nää olemme luoteja, bang bang, tahdon ampua kaikille teille lempeä, bang bang, lemme luoteja, rakkautta eikä kuolemaa, bang bang, tahdon ampua. Lemme luoteja, bang, 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 bang. Lemme luoteja. Kun mä aloitan kakkossäkkärin, lempi sykkii kielissä akkarin. Ja kun mä käännän kaakkoon masterin, se saa jengiltä liikkeelle ahterin. Ja kun mä teen näit laulaja hommii, putoaa pari rakkauden pommii. Ja kun mä rupeen haitariin soittelee, heti flekkaa rakkauden TNT. Nää olemme luoteja, bang bang, tahdon ampua kaikille teille lempeä, bang bang, lemme luoteja, rakkautta eikä kuolemaa, bang bang, tahdon ampua. Lemme luoteja, bang, 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 bang. Lemme luoteja, eka huti, toka osumaan. Nyt ei kannata ruveta hosumaan, kolmas ei korjaa kuolemaa. Kun olemme luoteja, 4. hipoo, 5. lähenee. Rullassa ammukset vähenee, 6. keskelle maalitaulua. Kuuntele rakkauden luotien laulua, bang, bang. tahdon ampua kaikille teille lempeä bang bang. Lemmeluoteja, rakkautta eikä kuolemaa bang bang. Tahdon ampua lemmeluoteja bang bang. Tahdon ampua. Kasapelimanni 20-luvulla koittaa perheelle pennejä tienata. Vaikkei paksulti leipiä voidella, joku täytyy tää duuni hoidella. Jos sydän pikkasen rinnassa sykkii, täytyy käytellä rakkauden tykkii. Jos kaikki rakastais toinen toisiaan, miten ihana maailma oisikaan. Nää on lemmeluoteja bang bang. Tahdon ampua kaikille teille lempeä bang bang. Lemmeluoteja, rakkautta eikä kuolemaa bang bang. Tahdon ampua lemmeluoteja bang bang. Tahdon ampua. Bang bang. Tahdon ampua kaikille teille lempeä bang bang. Lemmeluoteja, rakkautta eikä kuolemaa bang bang. Tahdon ampua lemmeluoteja bang 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 bang. Lemmeluoteja. Thank you. Glad to have been a part of UNESCO BMW's online event. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bang, bang, wow. Thank you, Kireli. I hope everyone enjoyed. I myself enjoyed a lot. Bravo. So much energy. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for this day, Cultural Diversity Dialogue Day. Thanks for celebrating with us. Thanks for joining UNESCO BMW. Thanks to all of our guests for coming here, joining us. Thanks for all of our audience. Thanks to you. Thanks for being a part of this. And thank you so much to Ms. Zohre Rezazadeh, the president of UNESCO Body and Mind Wellness, for giving us this opportunity to the youth from around the world to gather and work together towards peace. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's event. But stay with us for our next broadcast in the coming months. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.